Ghost ships. They are known as the Phantom of the Waves. An evil ghost ship rises from the deep. We have heard several stories of famous ghost ships, like the Flying Dutchman, the most evil of them all. However, what if I told you there is a ghost ship that is said to bring good fortune to those who have actually seen it, or have been visited by those of her crew? A Spanish urban legend, which is perfect for me, because me, being part Spanish. And this is one of my favorite ghost stories, and one of my favorite ships. Even though she may not be real, there could be a good point that she could be real. This ship is of Chilean origin. The name of this ship is a ship of pure beauty. Her name is Caleuche. According to the story, Caleuche, or El Caleuche, as she is known by most Spanish people, is a ghost ship that sails around Chilean Island, which is an island off the coast of Chile, or it's a Chilean nation. However, Caleuche is not your ordinary ghost ship. No matter what you think of Caleuche, Chilean or not, she's a very important myth to Chilean culture. As I said earlier, Caleuche is a large ghost ship that sails around the island of Chileo, a Chilean island. Caleuche is not your ordinary ghost ship. She is described to be conscious and sentient, which means she can feel pain, sorrow, even anger or grief. And then conscious. Whenever she is near someone, she feels their presence, as if she is alive. So, it is safe to say, she is one of the most creepiest ghost ships in the world. A truly beautiful, but downright menacing ship to look at. As you look at her, she is looking directly at you. She is the only known ghost ship to be actually conscious and sentient. However, the appearance of Caleuche is one of pure beauty. Caleuche appears to those that see her as a beautiful, large, bright white sailing ship with 3 masts with 5 sails, with her lights fully on and what sounds like a party on board. However, she disappears suddenly, as if leaving no trace of her existence. Just like the story of the Flying Dutchman, Caleuche can navigate underwater. So, watch out, Flying Dutchman fans. Caleuche is a new terror of the deep. There are various versions of the story of Caleuche, or El Caleuche. One version of her story claims that Caleuche is crewed by the drowned. Whenever someone dies at sea, they are taken to Caleuche to serve on her. And there are 3 mythical creatures that are able to do this. The Sirena Chelota, which is a type of mermaid, the Pinkoi, and the Pinka. Once these 3 mysterious creatures take you to Caleuche, you can resume your life as if you didn't die, but you cannot leave the ship. In another version of the story, the ship can captivate fishermen and other sailors due to its enchanting music. If so, you are dragged to the ship, and you are eternally bound to her, unable to leave. This crew, known as the Slaves of Caleuche, can be defined by eternally having one of their legs folded on their shoulder. This, however, is only one of the stories of Caleuche. Another common version of Caleuche's story states that she is the magic ship that the warlocks of Chile used to have parties and transport their goods, hence why she is always seen, music always appears to be playing. Enchantant, captivating. This version also claims that the warlocks use Caleuche every 3 months to gather their magical abilities. They can do this by summoning the Caballito Marino, which is a special kind of creature. The actual name of the creature is Cabano Marino Chelote, which means that this creature can somehow guard Caleuche. So, Melibelo, the king of the sea and Chilean nature, it can keep the ship from anyone from prohibiting it or seeing it, or even boarding her. In yet another version of the story, Caleuche's crew can give special magical pacts to those that see her, or even are visited by her own crew, and they're given magical wishes in exchange for her crew to use their houses as party in an illegal and dark superstition. Because of this version of the story, whenever a Chilean person becomes rich very quickly, he or she is assumed to have made a magical pact with the crew of Caleuche. This is due to the 1960 Vladivia earthquake, is that several houses were not destroyed by fire, even though many other houses were completely destroyed. It is assumed that these people who didn't have their houses destroyed assumed to make a magical pact with the crew of Caleuche. And still, there's even something going on between 1960 and 1970. From 1960 to 1970, there were noises as if a ship dropping anchor was heard throughout the island of Chileo. This is said to be Caleuche stealthily delivering her goods and treasures. So, not only is she a beautiful ship, she is also a stealthy ship. And whenever you hear an anchor being dropped, if you're at Chileo, always be aware you are near the Caleuche. However, many skeptics have completely dismissed the whole Caleuche theory. However, what do you guys think? Is it just some random ship, or is it that of the spirit of the Caleuche? Still, we don't even know her origin story, or if she was an actual real ship that sunk. What I assume is that she is a ship built eternally, and due to her being conscious and sentient, she is a living vessel, and she can feel pain, and she can feel any of those who get anywhere close to her. She will be an awe-inspiring sight. Like many other ships, Caleuche is a very popular ship in media. This first happens in 2001, when in Chatham City, a novel, a Chilean crew members spot a ghost ship behind the fleet of ships, and they dubbed the ship Caleuche. Makes a good point, don't you think? All you Luke Cole's series fans are gonna be pretty happy to figure out that Caleuche is the vessel used in that book series, as a living vessel that travels the world, with monster hunters on board. 2 films, Three Crowns of the Sailor, and Littoral, are all based off the legend of Caleuche. The 2012 film, Caleuche, The Call to Sea, is even based off the legend. She is alive. She is evil. She is a pure beauty. And can she give you good luck to those of Chile and Chileo? She is Caleuche, or, dare I say it, El Caleuche, a mysterious sailing ship that sails the 7 seas, but is mostly seen around Chileo Island. And so, I warn you, if you're on the island of Chileo, and if you spot a ship that looks like El Caleuche, as I said before, she is a bright, white, beautiful sailing ship that has 3 masts with 5 sails floating in the wind. She is full of lights, and a party can be heard on board. You can do two things. You can come closer to the ship and become part of its eternal crew, or you leave as the ship disappears beneath the waves. But, as I said before, Caleuche can also navigate underwater. So, that means something very evil has commanded this ship. She's not even even though she is evil, she is sentient, living a conscious mind. It's unknown how to personalize her, but if so, I imagine her as like a mermaid, singing to lure in her prey. That's the sound of a ship's anchor hitting the seabed. That's the sound that tells you that Caleuche is near. Watch out. Run, 'cause she's out there. Me, personally, she is one of my favorite ghost ship stories. However, as you soon find out, I will come up with my own ghost ship. A ghost ship that is kinda like Caleuche, but a bit different. Is Caleuche real or not? Is she your favorite ship or not? Please let me know in the comment sections. However, watch out, 'cause as I said before, Caleuche is conscious and sentient. She can feel pain, sorrow, and fear. She may be watching you as some kind of human form as you watch this video.